Good morning, everyone. In the opening verse of this week's Torah portion, it says, this is the reckoning of the Mishkan Ha'idut, the tabernacle of testimony. Furthermore, in the Torah portion, it talks about the tablets, and it refers to the tablets with the Ten Commandments as Eidut, the testimonials. And the question is, why is the tabernacle, the first synagogue ever built, and the Ten Commandments referred to as testimony? What are they testifying to? And the answer is, we all know that the Jewish people are the Or Lagayim, the light unto the nations. But not only are we meant to be the light unto the nations, we're also the testimony to the nation, the witnesses to the nation. You see, the difference between light and testimony is, light represents guidance, inspiration. We illuminate the path for the world, the path of goodness, righteousness, justice, morality. But testimony is reality. It's what is proven, is what is factual. And therefore we not only provide light for the future, for the path, but we demonstrate hope for all of humanity by saying, look at the Jewish people. They verify, they testify, they confirm the truth of God and the Torah. Because how else can you explain the eternal nation of the Jewish people who have outlived all the mighty, powerful enemies that have risen up against them? Clearly, it's the values of Judaism and the Torah that have sustained them and outlived even the mightiest regimes. So that is a proof positive testament to the strength of the Jewish people, which is derived from their relationship with God, which is embodied in the tabernacle and expressed in the words of the Torah. And therefore, if you want to find a path in your life that will be an absolute guarantee that it will provide not just longevity to your life, but also fulfillment, happiness, contentment, joy, meaning, purpose, look to the Jewish people and see what has sustained them. And that is the path for all of humanity, the testimonial aspect of the Torah and of the tabernacle. And this was actually proven just last week once again. You see, every year there's what's called a World Happiness Index, where they do a study of the top, all 249 countries in the world, and determine which are the happiest and the least happiest countries in the world. And so shockingly, but not surprisingly, Israel came in as the 8th happiest country in the world. Now, just to compare that to the United States of America, America came in the 24th happiest country in the world. And you ask yourself, how could you explain that Israel is 3 times happier than America? Especially that this is the year 2024 report, which is the year that Israel was engaged in war every single day of that year. You think of all the pain and the trauma and the tragedy that has befallen the Jewish people in the last 16 months. And you say, how could it be that during such a terrible year, maybe the worst year in all of Israeli history, the worst day since the Holocaust was October 7th, how could it be that the year following that, Israel came in the 8th happiest country? Far better than Canada, the United States, United Kingdom. And the answer is revealed in the report. You see, despite all the trauma and the suffering and the pain, the 3 things that have the biggest indication on a person's happiness is 1, their faith in God. Number 2, their connection to their family and to their friends and their social fabric of community. And the 3rd thing is their level of generosity. The more you give of yourself, the more happier you are. And so precisely because this is such a horrible year, despite all the negative emotions and pain and suffering that the Jewish people went through, in these 3 areas they actually got stronger. The faith of the Jewish people in God has become strengthened. We have come closer to God in the past year. And our connection to our loved ones, to our family, to our communities, to our society, the unity of the Jewish people has grown. We feel more bonded and more connected and a greater sense of belonging as a Jewish nation and we never felt closer to each other. And so therefore we have a stronger sense of connection and community. And of course the 3rd aspect, generosity, there's never been a year in our lifetime where there's been more of an outpouring of love, of goodness, of kindness, of charity, of philanthropy, and acts of goodness and kindness. And therefore, despite the challenges we faced in the past year, we've grown in our faith in God, we've grown in our love and unity, we've grown in our generosity, and that's why, yes, we came out to be the 8th happiest country in the world, Israel, and by extension, that's true for the Jewish people everywhere. And so the Torah is the testament, and the tabernacle is the testament. If we sustain and we grow in our faith of God, and our love for our fellow man, and our sense of community and unity, and belonging to one another, and caring for one another, and we show more love and generosity, that is what makes us happy and fulfilled, and allows us to overcome all the mighty, powerful regimes. And that's why the Torah and the Mishkan are a testament for the world of what is true and enduring and everlasting and meaningful and purposeful in life. Have a wonderful day.